friends, welcome to the worst backing in experience ever. Back here, you can see a horse-drawn poop picker up. Them two horses, they're the luckiest horses ever. They can just poop and they get picked right up. And Fudge. It's all about the Fudge for me. Well, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to random location in Michigan. I'm not really sure where we're at right now, but I do know that we're headed to Traverse City State Park.
I really want to make sure we have time to go to the Moomer's Creamery for ice cream. And we are going to Sleeping Bear Dunes
National Lakeshore?
Lakeshore, is that what it is? We're going to do a float on the Platte River down to Lake Michigan, which should be a lot of fun. And then I don't know if we're going to try to squeeze it in while we're at Traverse City or Talkeminnock Falls, but we're going to go to Mackinac Island as well.
So lots of exciting stuff coming up over probably the next 2 or 3 episodes, really fitting a lot of cool stuff into it. Traverse City, from what I understand, is a really busy state park and probably not anything special, but it's a good central location to do all this stuff. And state parks are the most affordable way to camp, and so that helps keep the cost down for us on this trip. That's why we chose 3 state parks. Of course, the first one being a destination and the last one being a destination in of themselves. This is more of just a camp spot. And I think we're probably farther north now than we've ever been at any point on this channel. We're just making new strides as we go along here, and continue to do that as we make our way into the UP. So be a good time to subscribe, and we'll see you over at Traverse City. Alright, I need to be like cutting next to that tree that's like at the beginning of our site. Are my front tires near that tree?
You're past that tree, like you're past the truck.
The trailer tires, they're near the tree?
Yeah. No, like you're beyond the tree. I'll tell you when the front tires get even with the tree, though. The tree on my side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can't see, but I'm trying to I'm not gonna hit the tree, right?
I can't tell if you're gonna hit the tree on the other side, but you're not gonna hit the tree on my side. The back end of the camper is about even with the tree on my side now.
The problem is, there's crap.
Alright, the tires are even with the tree now, so I can't watch the tree on your side, so as long as you can watch it. But we're on the passenger side, we're all clear. So
I'm in a bad spot. I gotta try something else here.
Okay, I don't know.
Alright, friends, welcome to the worst backing in experience ever. Boy, this trailer's huge. It's so hard to get positioned in the site. Our site fits us, obviously. It's meant for, I don't know, this is probably the biggest thing I'd put there. You got trees here and obstacles every which place. Very difficult. But as you can see, we've got in here. We've gotten straight. We lucked out because Rachel's parents have this site, and they're not here yet. They had to stop at Walmart. So we was able to pull up and get straight. I think we could have got in if we hadn't had that, but we'd have been crooked. and we were crooked at our last site, and I'm sick of being crooked, so this is much better. It's a tight campground, just getting around here. It's a huge campground. It's a busy campground. Of course, this is a weekend. We're expecting maybe some stuff to clear out tomorrow, probably, because today's Saturday. Don't really like where the truck's parked. I need to get into things. I tried to film some of the interaction between Rachel and I with the GoPro, but I think the battery died somewhere in the middle of it. So I don't know what you got for that, but she called me on the phone. We were able to communicate, because when the site's on the passenger side, as the driver, you can't see what you're doing. And I was trying to come around these trees here blind, basically. So we're here. So that's all that matters. And the good news over here is you cannot possibly get any closer to the electrical box. There's the port, there's the box. Bada bing, bada boom. Just gotta get the cord out and an adapter, because everything up here, it seems like, is only 30 amp, which is fine, because I guess the weather's generally pretty cool up here in Michigan. So like, you don't need 50 amp, because we've just been running one AC at Silver Lake and it's fine. Now, well,
Look at them.
we're once again on the shore of Lake Michigan, and look, there's little ducklings that have come to greet us. So what an awesome place. The campground that we're staying at is just across the road, and they have like a sky bridge to get across the road, so you don't have to worry about traffic. This is certainly a crowded, popular place. We didn't expect it not to be, though, but you can definitely expect people to be here, especially on a weekend. Today's Saturday. Yeah, we're just gonna enjoy swimming. It's hot as can be out here, so we're just gonna go in the lake here. The water seems really refreshing.
Campground's tight, really tight, but it seems nice.
We just figured we'd enjoy the water while we have some spare time. We got adventures planned for like the next 3 days, so we wanted to do this when we had some time to do it, and today's kind of a free evening, so. Well, good morning, friends. We are headed to, do you say it Mackinaw?
Yeah, it's Mackinac.
Okay. But it's spelled funny. It's spelled like Mackinac,
Yeah,
but it's Mackinaw.
it's Mackinac. We're taking the Mackinac Island ferry. There's two ferries. You can take the Mackinac Island ferry or the Shepherd's ferry. Mackinac ferry, supposedly it's cheaper to book your tickets online. They have some family online only ticket discounts. You save $3 otherwise if you're booking individual tickets if you book them online, but then there's a $2 convenience fee for online booking, so I don't know if it actually saves you any money to get your tickets online. We are trying to do the one that goes by the bridge, so there's not special tickets as far as that, but there are special departure times that will take you on what they call under the bridge tour, and that's what we're aiming to do. That one for today leaves at 10:30, and what we're going to do is get on the 10:30 ferry on one of their hydrojets, and they're going to take us under Mackinac Bridge.
Sounds like a good plan to me. This, I guess, really wasn't originally on our itinerary, but everybody seems like they want to do it. And I said, as long as I get Fudge, I don't care. So we're going.
And the dogs are going.
Yeah, we're taking the dogs too, because it would have been a long day for them back at the camper by themselves, and I just don't think that would have been fair to them. Plus, they're allowed on the ferry, they're allowed on the island.
Right.
It seems like the thing to do. I don't know.
There's no extra charge to take your dogs on the ferry. They do have to be kept on a leash. They have to be well behaved and under your control, obviously. That's just common courtesy. But they get to come with us on this adventure today, so that's fun.
As long as it doesn't rain, it's going to be a really good day, I think. And I think the chances of rain have dwindled.
They've decreased. The sky is overcast, but it's not completely overcast. There's breaks in the clouds, so I think we're gonna be okay.
friends, well, we have made it to Mackinaw City, and we're here at the ferry. Now, you can park for free across the road behind Rustic, whatever it is, brewing company, but you'll actually go through the hotel parking lot to get to the entrance. If you go into the brewing company, that's just an exit. But yeah, that's the best place to go because it's right across the street. And it looks like there's restrooms available up here, so if you're interested in that, that's there too. This is Starline, I guess, is the ferry company. I don't know. This isn't my thing, but I'll try to explain things to you as best I can with the limited knowledge I have on what we're actually doing today. As far as I know, we're getting on a boat and going to an island where there's nothing on the island except for like a little town and fudge. It's all about the fudge for me. So we're headed out on the boat. Pretty cool, you can see the bridge over that way. When we were on I-75 coming north, it was pretty cool. You could see the bridge in the distance. So we'll be crossing that bridge in a couple days. That'll be who knows how many episodes from now, but let's focus on today. We're going to be taking this boat here over to it and then over to the island. So the boats seem like they're smaller than I expected, so that's going to be interesting. Hopefully nobody gets seasick. Well, welcome to Mackinac Island State Park. Watch your step because there might be horse poop in the middle of the road. So luckily there's water fountain here. We brought a portable dog bowl to keep the dogs hydrated while we're over here. Not really sure what the plan is to explore, but there's a big hotel that we want to go see, and then the fort sounds interesting as well. So that's our goal, is hotel, fort, and then whatever else we can fill today with. Someone said something about hot dogs, so maybe that'll be fun too. Alright, and that loud bang you just heard, that was the cannon up at the fort. So I guess, I'm not sure when that goes off, but I'm hoping you heard it. It scared the crap out of me, so I'm sure there was some camera shutter whenever that happened. I don't think the active shot on the Sony is good enough to keep up with how bad that scared me. So back long ago, was it Jacques Marquet was a priest who came here from France, I believe it says. He was a Jesuit priest, and they built something along the lines of this, or this might be it, I'm not sure, long time ago as a missionary chapel, or church, as it were. It says on the sign here that there's been a Catholic presence basically on the island since then. This was hundreds of years ago, so it's an interesting thing. I've never seen anything like that before. So here's the deal. The fort seems to be a bit pricey. It's like $17 per person, plus they charge for the children. So yeah, I don't know. We're not probably going to do that because I would like to, but I don't want to spend that kind of money. So what we're going to do, the sign said the Arch Rock is over this way. And so for those of you who are unaware, there are no cars allowed on this island whatsoever. It's just horses and bicycles, and no electric bikes either. It's walking and horses and pedal bikes. I'm not sure exactly what the history behind that policy is, but if I figure it out at some point over the course of this, I'll let you know. It does seem like now we've climbed up this hill called Fort Hill. You can see the fort this way behind us and American flag and stuff up here, but the building we just passed was the officers' quarters. So you can see from the outside some of it without paying to get in. Yeah, this is the way we're going over to the Arch Rock. Yeah. I think it's about half a mile to the Arch Rock from where we're at. So possibly the most historic spot in the middle of the United States, essentially. So called anyway. The British built this fort in the late 1700s and actually didn't give us the fort until 13 years after the Revolutionary War. Troops were garrisoned here until 1895, so essentially well over 100 years this was an active spot, military fort. So it is pretty cool. You can see quite a bit of it from the outside here. There's more to it down this way. Pretty cool that something built in the 1700s still here. And that's like 300 years ago, just about. So pretty cool. So pretty interesting history here as well. The Scouts, the Boy Scouts, were serving as the governor's honor guard here at Mackinac Island, and former President Gerald Ford was a part of that. So, and they would have stayed here at this building just behind us. Currently, we've seen quite a lot of Girl Scouts that are stationed around the fort here to raise and lower flags and help answer questions and things of that sort. The one girl we were talking to, she's been doing this every summer for like 4 years, so it's pretty cool that they have a program like that here. So look friends, something totally different that we've never seen before. These are actually cedar trees that we're surrounded by right now. This is kind of a botanical trail that we're on, so should get some information about the trees as we move along here. That's pretty cool. I knew they were something different and I knew they were something pretty, so here we are. So along with the cedars in this forest, we have the familiar paper birch over here. And back that way, I've seen some white pines and a sign identifying them. So it's not all different, but boy, this is a really pretty forest. You can tell here that we're really in someplace special. And right behind me here, a tree I've never heard of. It's called the quaking aspen.
Have you heard of a quaking aspen?
No, I've heard of an aspen, but not a quaking aspen.
When the leaves shake, they make a special sound, like we just missed it. They make a sound, like a distinctive sound.
Okay. She took forestry classes, not me, I don't know. As we continue to learn about trees here in the botanical forest, this one right here with the kind of long soft needles is a balsam fir. I'll try to get you a shot of the needles because they are fairly unique. Speaking of the white pine, it's actually Michigan's state tree. So that's something new that we're learning today as well. Right over here we have sugar maple. Maple syrup I've seen in the area. So. So the arch we're showing you over there is a limestone arch, and apparently very rare to this area of the world, really, because this type of material is not really suited for that. But this was filmed during one of the last ice ages when Wisconsin was covered in glaciers. When them glaciers in Wisconsin was melting, Lake Huron, which is the lake here, was really high, and that's the battering back and forth of the waves is what created this. The lake is incredibly clear and beautiful out there. It's a great view, but as you can see, this is like being at Disney World, so like you ain't gonna get a moment to yourself out there. You'll be lucky if you can squeeze your way out there to see anything. And back here, you can see a horse-drawn poop picker upper, because since there's no cars, I guess there's no street sweepers, I guess that'd be considered a car, so the horses pull the poop picker upper behind them. So, them two horses, they're the luckiest horses ever. They can just poop and they get picked right up. Hey, well, welcome to the Grand Hotel here in Mackinac. They paint the ceilings in the porch areas blue, and that's so birds think it's the sky and they don't make nests in there, so that's a pretty cool fact. There's an ice cream parlor here we may be looking into, and who knows what else. But yeah, we're just kind of exploring it. You get a great view of the bridge from here. So it says the hotel was built in 1887. From the white pine here on the island. The front porch is the longest in the world, and the hotel itself is the largest summer hotel in the world, so claimed. There is also a golf course just over the way, so you know, if you're staying here, you can play golf, and who knows how expensive it is to stay here, probably a lot, but I imagine it would be an enjoyable experience. If you want to go inside the hotel and look around, it's $12 to get in. Rachel's parents are doing that, but it's not really a kid-friendly thing, and I'm sure you're not allowed to have dogs in there, so we're not going to do it. We're going to go get some food and, you know, see what else there is to see here down the way. I think somewhere there's like a nice lawn where we can sit out on and get a good view, but I'm not sure where that's at exactly, so we're just going to kind of mosey around and see what there is.
Don't drop it, okay?
Alright, well, what do you think of hot dogs on the beach of Lake Huron?
This is nice. It's nice. I think we're all a little tired. We've done a lot of walking. And for people who just that's what we normally do on vacation. I don't know why this is more exhausting. It just, we're a little tired.
It's been a whirlwind adventure getting here and getting around the island and stuff, but it's nice. Is it everything you hope?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're like not a crowds person and you're not into the touristy stuff, get up the hill off of Main Street as quickly as you can, and it's a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, Main Street here is like Main Street in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and it's fun here, really fun.
This hot dog place, it's reasonably priced. You can sit here, eat your hot dogs, and look out at the boats and stuff coming across Lake Huron here. So it's been fun. Friends, if you could smell through the camera, it would be crazy. I mean, it's the absurd smell of chocolate when you walk in there. It's like stuff you've never smelled before. We got some fudge though. Well, friends, we have made it back to Mackinaw City, and we're now at the Old Mackinac Point Lighthouse. So this is a great place to view the bridge and, of course, the lighthouse here. I remember being here once over 20 years ago, and it's one of the few things I remember from the journey up through the UP. So I wanted to come back here and see the bridge again and just try to remember this spot. So we'll get some good shots of the lighthouse, good shots of the bridge, and then we're going to head back to Traverse City State Park. Okay, so the lighthouse here is on the opposite side of the turning point for ships coming through the Mackinac Straits. It's a difficult passage, and it's one of the busiest in the whole Great Lakes region. Yeah, it looks like there had been several lighthouses in the region over the years, and this one was eventually made in 1892, and that's when it first started shining the light here. So it's definitely an old building. It's a beautiful stone structure. It's one of the prettier ones we've seen. Boy, that bridge is incredibly long behind us. It's amazing. I've crossed it once before, like I said, 20 years ago. We stopped here, and yeah, I'm excited to tow the camper across there in just a few days, see what's up in the UP. We'll be headed back to Traverse City State Park right about now, so that'll be next week's episode. I think we're doing a kayak float trip at Sleeping Bear Dunes tomorrow, so that'll be next week's episode. Be sure to tune in at Thursday at 5 o'clock, just like always. And appreciate you watching this episode from Mackinac Island here in Michigan. To see this series from the beginning, be sure to check out our Michigan RV camping playlist, because there's some cool stuff in there that we've already done along the ways.